Episode 5.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Baccano.
Episode 5.
Gonna do that for every episode.
Jacuzzi Splot Cries a lot. He's something else a lot, and something Reckless Valor.
Splotchy McSplotchersons is finally gonna have a role where he does something valiant, it sounds like. Which, valiant's such a good word.
What? I'm trying. There's something where, what was it called? Valiant. It was the name of a ship or something and something.
The USS Valiant?
No. I mean, I'm sure maybe that exists.
You think about that. I'm going to recap.
Yeah,
you
go
think
ahead
about
and
that.
recap while I think of that.
Episode 4, I gave kind of my rundown of what I know is going on. There were 4 wheel counts in the entire episode of episode 4. I know that the robbers, Mira and
Isaac and Mira
are going after money. They're looking to kind of get rich quick. The old man is interested in eternal life.
Zillard Quates?
What?
Zillard Quates.
Zillard Quates. Lasso is interested in destruction for himself, but also money for his family, where they're going to blackmail the railroad because the robbers stole from them, which I think it would be interesting if, this is kind of a prediction, he found out somehow that the robbers, Isaac and Mira, had been the ones to rob him, because I think that that would be an interesting conflict. The cultists are looking to free their boss, Huey. The bomb people are looking to get the bomb and probably other things. Don't really know a ton yet. Eve is looking for more information on Dallas. We don't know anything about the woman in green who climbed out the car window. We don't know anything about the shadow character at the end of episode 4. That kind of harks back to the mythos that they told the story of at the corner of the bar.
The legend of the rail tracer.
Yes, the rail tracer, which I kind of wrote off originally. I just kind of wrote off originally.
Uh-huh.
So we don't know about the VP and his assistant. We don't know about, who are the other people I didn't cover? Furo, right, guy in the green suit.
Oh, Ennis works for the old guy.
Ennis works for the old guy. I'm sure there's other stuff. I think we just dive in. That's kind of my recap.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of it. All right.
Predictions. Jacuzzi will muster Reckless Valor in some way, shape, or form.
Right. And the thieves are excited about it.
Let's plug the mouse back in. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Karamahie. You. Sasuke? Sinosuke? No, that's Kenshin. It's a redheaded guy's name. I can't remember.
Play that saxophone. Should get the saxophone out and learn this.
We haven't really met those 3 brothers yet, for the most part.
We've seen Luck get shot up in a bookstore. That's about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
Keith was playing cards with himself, and Burger was punching up that one dude. That's all we've seen.
We also know that the guy pouring the elixir and China, or whatever her name is,
Chane
are attached. So like the intro's kind of starting to make more sense here and there. Still don't know much about Chansey.
Chane.
You're Senator Barium's wife. I think I'm gonna switch things up a little. Is that?
We don't know about the Czechoslovakian kid.
Why that box is so important to you, Gramps?
There is one way to keep the rail tracer from sneaking up on us.
Okay, nice transition of Jacuzzi running.
And that's Eve and Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Brother and sister.
Who probably drowned based on the trailer right here.
And that we've seen
Czechoslovakian boy.
1932 trying to dig up the Hudson Bay.
Yep.
Speaking of 1932, here's 1931.
Yep. It's probably Dallas. No, it's not. Okay.
So this means you're in Chicago.
I have an idea. See? And nobody gets hurt. That's a great idea. Yes,
Wow, brilliant.
Great idea. I love it.
peacefully. Right?
Good, brilliant job, Splotchy McSplotchersons.
Damn it. Okay. Put the guns down. You don't need them. Come on, guys. You've scared
It's a very short alley, by the way.
Besides, I don't even have a painted in my name right now. I'm really sorry.
I don't know if it is an alley, unless I don't know the proper definition of alley.
Making a big
But you know what I mean? Like, it's not very deep.
Sure this punk is the guy we're looking for.
I don't think it constitutes an alley. It's just a nook on the side of a building.
But how many guys got a sword tattoo on their face?
Is that what that is?
His crying's really
Oh, it does
I
look
would-
like
I would ask for my money back from the tattoo artist.
it does look like that halberd we saw earlier. That might be relevant.
It's not crying.
Crying like a girl.
I said I'm not crying, you dumb jerks.
Let's chat. Unless you're just anxious to have your head ventilated, you should tell me what your name is. Just relax. Speak nice and slow.
Just relax.
Jacuzzi Splot, okay?
Cries, gets scared, and musters reckless valor. Oh yeah.
Well, he made it out somehow. All right, so there's two bodies there.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
How did that happen?
yeah, well, it's probably the shadow thing at the end of the last episode.
What the hell happened here?
Ugh.
Donnie, thank God. I thought you guys were dead for sure. Thank goodness. Oh, I was so worried.
Donnie and I are just fine. But Nick got picked up by those guys wearing the black suits.
Huh?
Too big for the corridor.
Things are getting pretty ugly up there.
It was that black suited orchestra. So far, it looks like a robbery.
Yeah?
I'm sure we can get Nick out of there later. Enough about that. What's going on here?
It's awful. Just look at it. It's the rail tracer. It has to be the rail tracer.
See, the guy on the floor is much more
Now, if we don't, we
dismembered than the guy who got shot in the head.
Mm-hmm.
go find Nick and rescue him, guys.
Now, who's doing that?
I like sound cues that allude to places that are not being seen.
Mm-hmm.
Because the train's so tight quartered.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
There we know that's the dining car. Right there. Yeah.
Right.
The boss of the goons
You could hear both the revolver and the submachine gun. Yeah.
showed up gunsel. I'm actually kind of disappointed by this. It's pathetic. You've been running all over our town like you're the goddamn mayor, so I was expecting a little more fight than this.
Oh, we're serious contenders. For our weight class.
Boxing reference.
Yeah.
The reason this got so ugly. We started selling booze, and you killed 8 of our men. You were asking for it.
Oh yeah, we were asking for it, all right.
So we decided it would be much easier to have all-out war with the Russo family.
You just don't
Ooh.
know when to shut your damn lid.
All out war.
And everybody on the train.
Nice.
Isaac and Mira, Little Mary and Ches. None of them did anything. It's not fair.
It sounds like he might have been part of like a
Get rid of all those guys and
small
take care of the
pickpocket gang or something
Jacuzzi.
previously.
rail. Come on, you guys. We're the only ones who can save them.
No wheels shown.
Stop!
Just implied.
Gotta put your
Mm.
guns away quick. I'm really trying my hardest not to have to kill you.
You mean not to get killed, don't ya?
No, I really don't want to kill you.
Is he gonna pull a sword out of his face?
Okay. In a second, they're gonna put down their guns, I swear.
What in the hell are you talking about?
Little Andre the Giant here. Children of the Corn.
Hey, what are you waiting for? An invitation? Shoot him now!
So you're feeling like a big man now?
Interesting. Is that a bomb attached to that? It is a bomb attached to that.
I just want to see what happens next.
Oh, a firework, too. Well, at least she has some pizzazz about her.
We should have got out of there. I know I told him.
So we're going back to this scene where Quincy and Chansey. No, that's not Chansey. Ennis.
Ennis and Mr. Barnes.
Ennis,
Sir.
why didn't you kill him?
Well, sir, I thought he could be helpful.
Oh, they're different old men.
Happen first, and then we can kill him.
Are they related?
Do not think you are humble.
I guess I should have known from the accent.
Created. Next time you will kill. Without hesitation. Gentlemen, consider the miserable Barnes. Why did he try to cover his tracks in fire? What did he do with all of the finished product? Are you willing to excuse him? This man who lost the medicine that would have released you from your fears of growing old? I know I can't allow it. And yet we must pinpoint the location of the finished product. What can we do? There is one method. A method that you all know well. Barnes's intelligence, Barnes's experiences, Barnes's entire life, as a matter of fact, can all be made my own.
Wait! Zillard, please!
My will done.
That's where the soul sucking comes in.
It's a bit more than soul sucking.
Yeah. Well, it's just the gosh dang rapture just happened here.
There is cause to rejoice. Barnes got 2 bottles of the finished product out of the building before it went up in flames.
It's interesting that he chose to do that rather than interrogate him.
Right.
I know the faces of those who took them. We will find the thieves and get them back.
Also doesn't mention the fact that he didn't start the fire.
Yeah.
Man who is seeking you. I will tell you about him now.
After witnessing that, I'd feel very uncomfortable about him touching me.
Well,
Ennis,
Yes.
find that group of 4 first.
Yes, sir.
interesting shot. Why do we keep seeing her arm?
His button came off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw a shot of that, didn't we?
We're doing everything that can be
Got it.
done at this point. Yeah. Well, I'm terribly sorry.
Haven't seen him for a few episodes.
Find him as soon as possible. I hate to think of what is going to happen to you if you don't bring me Dallas Genuart.
I'm gonna find him, sir. I can promise you that.
I pray those are not just empty words.
You assholes! You make me look like a complete idiot because you got no idea how to do your damn job.
Leadership.
What about the newspaper?
What they gave us.
Leadership.
They wouldn't give up anything on Dallas.
Nothing?
They wouldn't sell us anymore on him.
I'll go there. I can't let some damn newspaper treat us this way.
That wallpaper almost looks like skulls.
Sure, freedom of the press. They're definitely hiding something.
Did his face just change?
Competent man.
Who?
Perfectly
The last guy they showed.
Changed from what?
This has to be done
Like morph of some kind? I don't know. Might have just been weird sketch.
Apparently, he was given some of the unfinished product. He doesn't suffer any physical harm, but aging?
Goes on. He's granted no perpetual youth.
We are pursuing an enigma, and a dangerously complicated one at that. But if I can get my hands on it, I am promised
Senator and the Runeratas.
Right.
human happiness. Sounds like it might just be worth the price of losing my soul. Huey LaForêt is in custody. I'll have the lead if I move now.
So, Senator wants eternal life.
As does...
Not this week.
That's not the Russo family. That's the
Runerata.
Runerata.
Hero Prochaneso, do you swear to answer the questions I am about to ask you honestly and truthfully?
Yes,
Do you freely admit you wish to become a Camorrista?
yes.
The Camorra is an organization born in the cell blocks of our mother country, Italy. When you choose this path, you have to be willing to suffer for us, to exchange your freedom for imprisonment. Your very life may need to be forfeited for the benefit of the organization. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Your right foot will be in a prison cell, while your left foot will be in the grave. Knowing that, are you certain you can walk your path alone, while clutching the honor required of you in your right hand?
Yes.
If it should become required, do you vow to take your own life without hesitation the moment we ask you?
Yes.
If your father should kill a member of our organization, will you take his life on the orders of your senior Camorristas?
Yes.
Firo. You can still turn away, Firo. You've been a slave in the hands of unknown masters. Now you will be the master. You will exist as a tiny cog in our organization, but understand, once you control the gears from the other side, there is no possibility of going back. Knowing you as I do, I think you could find plenty of ways to make a name for yourself more legitimately. You have the means. Fiero Prochaneso, are you still willing to commit yourself to us completely?
Yes. You have my loyalty.
Beautiful thing about animation. Don't have to set up a bunch of lights to get the lighting going.
All right. We have to go and find our posse.
Let's do it!
Yeah, we're a search party.
To the rescue!
I have no idea what's going on with the black suits and the white suits and that strange fellow with the knife. But I have guns, and I'm not afraid to use them if it'll help us make our daring escape.
Incredible! Listen to me, Mary. And you too, Chess. Both of you need to go and hide. Don't worry. I know that once your father finds out about this, he'll make everything all right.
Sure about that?
No.
Okay? Yes, ma'am. Ready?
Why are you walking and not running?
Good evening, ma'am. You are Senator Barium's wife, if I'm not mistaken. You may call me Goose if you like. There is a sensitive matter we
Where's
want
Maverick?
your husband's help with if it isn't too much trouble. Would you please come with us?
Please promise me that you won't do anything to harm the other passengers.
Well, that really depends upon your husband and the government at this point.
Well, that's not going to help. So the other passengers are screwed.
Welcome, sir.
I got a question for you.
Gustavo Baguetta of the Runerata family. How extremely rare to see a capo of your stature, sir. Your presence is an honor.
How the hell do you know me, asshole?
To be honest, sir, there isn't much of anything we don't know.
Then this won't take much time. I understand you acted rather condescendingly to my boys before.
Oh, those his sons?
No, not at
I
all. We always
think-
strive to provide our
I think he means boys.
professional
All right, just family.
Mm-hmm.
You only got about 1 second to tell me where Dallas Genoward is.
That's the problem.
Give me a minute here.
Guns?
Nicholas's team. You don't drop your guns. The second that they pull him out, you don't hesitate. You just kill his 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
They threatened you.
They got the drop on him.
Yep.
Honestly,
Also, they need their guns a little more accessible. Nicholas's people do.
I already told you, man. But that doesn't mean I don't have any pertinent information.
You better get pertinent real quick.
The Gandor family is also after Dallas Genoward.
The Gandors?
Makes you wonder, huh? How big of a problem would it be if the Gandors got their hands on Dallas first?
How am I gonna get to
Nicholas is starting a mob war
Dallas Genoward has a younger sister.
using his
And treats her very well, considering he's a scout.
societal notoriety of knowing things and being trusted to create a mob war.
You two have no grudge, correct? If you stab your opponent in the chest or head, I will kill you on the spot. Capiche? You understand?
Capiche.
No, thank you.
You may begin.
I like the other guy's sword, dagger better.
Miza?
Miser.
Stab him in the chest or head, he'll kill him. Aiming for the head.
Gentlemen, the match is over.
Boy, that was amazing, Firo.
Interesting entrance.
Before they set the barn on fire.
I'm a little bit surprised myself.
Congratulations, Firo.
Misa, thanks. You're on.
You've gotten better. I've been watching you many years, my boy.
Looks like Einstein a little bit. A little bit thicker. A little bit more squared head.
You will be a superb camorrista, Firo. Welcome.
Thanks.
In celebration of your joining our ranks, I will fire the ceremonial pistola.
Tell me where your daughter is. What's wrong?
Isaac, Mira? Isaac and Mira?
Who are they?
Interesting.
I don't know. At first they seemed to be looking for both of us, but they only took her.
My sympathies. I'm afraid for now that doesn't change anything.
My sympathies.
Worthless.
Wait. Who opened this window?
A woman wearing fatigues who was sitting there earlier.
A woman wearing fatigues?
Yes, she just stepped out when the shooting started, but I don't know where she was going. I swear it's
Because she jumped out the train. Right. Gaga! I feel like those two gals could be friends.
Why? Because they're both silent and haven't said anything yet?
No.
No.
Interesting. No wheels.
Message from Goose.
So,
Need to find a woman dressed in fatigue.
radios exist in this world. Should tell Brandon.
Look around. You keep an eye on things here.
This is the second time we've referenced that in a video that we've done for this channel. Radios specifically.
How you doing there, champ?
What's wrong? Hey, where the hell is George?
He's gone.
What?
Huh?
He's gone. When I turned around, he disappeared.
So that throws a wrench in kind of everything because they don't give you like I don't have much information on that outside of it just happened, which then provokes insanity unless they're gonna show me something else. And we don't see the woman in fatigues at all.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
3 wheels.
3 wheels.
3 wheel scenes.
Yeah,
Now we know the senator and the Runarada family are also after eternal life. So
oh, what was his name? The big guy that works under Runarada had said that he'd made arrangements to bring in a special new bomb. The senator knows about the new bomb coming in.
So I've got 8 of 13 groups or like storylines that we know what they're after, kind of.
Yeah.
Then we've got fatigue woman.
And so, yeah, we could talk about this more when we have more time, once the credits pass. The eternal life, since a lot of people are going after that. So a lot could be said there, I think.
Check boy.
Sillard had made a comment that he created Ennis.
Oh, what's the guy in green's name?
Firo?
Mira, it's the rail tracer!
That's scary!
It says it slaughters covertly.
That means it's sneaking around killing everyone again and again, right?
That's amazing, Mira. But, what does the inside the coaches part mean?
I'm scared.
It means where you are. Inside
So-
the coaches.
Furo wanted to become part of the family.
Yep.
And I mean he's kind of done that. We haven't seen when he gets the elixir or power, the regeneration power.
We see
yet.
because first episode he obviously gets it because his fingers fly back onto his hand.
Right.
And that first scene we get him, he's like, I'm the newest member of the family. Wow.
I'm missing someone. I think it's these 3 boys here.
Yeah, the Gandor family.
Yeah, I don't really know what they want. I got these 2. I got the bomb squad.
I don't know if we've seen that
I don't
other
think
guy
we've seen him
in
yet.
the corner. If it's who I think it is, I don't think we've seen him.
We
I
got,
actually really can't tell.
China.
Shanae is the one in the black dress.
Chansey.
Shanae.
Chansey. What's her name?
That's Ennis.
Ennis. We don't really know what Ennis wants. All right, there's more than 13 characters.
I don't know where you got 13 characters from. But
I don't know. 13 episodes
13
probably.
episodes. I do think that's interesting. There are 16 episodes of the show made, but only 13 of them broadcasted. And I'm curious if this is a sort of Firefly sort of thing. If it's one of those sorts of things of where because if you try as best as you can to get ahead of production of what's being broadcast, and I'm wondering if maybe they were canceled.
Kind of like we do.
Yeah, try and get ahead a little bit. As you may have guessed by the darkening of the light from the windows and the fact that we've been wearing the same thing the last 5 videos. These may have been recorded all the same day.
Pay
Maybe.
no attention to the man behind the curtain. Give him the old... Yeah, I have no idea how many characters there are now that I've started counting. I'm up to 13, so I don't really know. And I don't really know what everybody wants. And I only kind of partially know. My guess is, at the end of it all, everybody probably wants eternal life outside of the robbers.
Because they're just
in it for the money.
They're just in it for a
Live
good time.
fast and wild, and he may have just died.
Yeah.
That was from the past, though.
Yeah. That was 30s. Yep, that was 1930.
So he must have survived, but I could see Mira freaking out about that.
Mira. What is it, Mira, my dear?
Yeah. So, you got anything else? I think I covered my
I think we had
stuff.
this spot in the talk of everyone wanting eternal life. I mean, you've said before, just the idea of eternal life does not necessarily sound
Oh, it
like
doesn't
a
sound
good
appealing
thing.
at all.
Well, it's like everyone is afraid of dying, or maybe not everyone's afraid of dying, but everyone has a apprehension of some sort about not existing. The thought of not existing is a scary thing.
Sure. And then I really don't have any projections on the, what's it called? The train chaser?
Rail tracer.
Rail tracer.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real thread there except that, okay, it actually exists and somehow it was provoked to hit this train.
Mm-hmm.
It could be simply because the story was told.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Because every
what they-
time the story is told.
That's what they said. But here's the thing. We watched the rail tracer pull someone from the car, whereas the conductors one was shot and then the other was
Just dismembered. Yeah.
So that was probably not the rail tracer.
And there's the two people, George and whatever the other dude's name, because they go out, guy shortly follows after them.
Right.
It's like, where's George? I don't know.
Right. So it beats me.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think about my current collection of not a total of 13 characters, 13 episodes, that I've gone over? So I'll just recap again real quick. We got the robbers who want money. We got the old man who wants eternal life. What's his name?
Sillard Quates, the one that sucked up
Sillard
the other
Quates.
guy?
Yep. Lasso, who wants destruction
I
because
love
of
that you
his
keep
character.
calling him Lasso every time.
What is his name?
Lad Russo.
Lasso. And money for his family by blackmailing the railroad company because the robbers stole from his family. The cultists who want...
Sorry, go ahead.
The cultists who want to free their leader, trying to use the senator's wife, which there's no real cell phones or anything, so like quick communication. Just hear me out.
There's no cell phones in 1931, guys.
How dare I? Like quick communication is not easy, so I don't know what they think they're gonna do with her, right? So that's 4. 5 is Eve is trying to find out about her brother Dallas. The bomb folks, which we'll just call them the gypsy gang, based on what I've seen so far. So they're the gypsy gang.
The crew.
They want the bomb.
Well, they want the bomb, but Jacuzzi says like, okay, what we're going to do now is protect the other passengers from the insanity that is going to be the white suits and black suits.
Right. The senator and the Runarada family are after eternal life, so that's up to 8 now. The fatigue woman, no idea. The woman
just
in black, Chansey,
Noped out the window.
not a clue. The Czech boy, not a clue. Firo wants to become part of the family, but we just saw him achieve that. Hennessy...
Then Firo joined in the 30s, so he's a part of it.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, you're saying Ennis.
Ennis, not a clue. The Rail Tracer, not a clue. It looks like we probably haven't met a couple characters yet. I don't know how much more of a part Nicholas is going to play outside of just being information. He could play a bigger part. And outside of, my comment earlier about him not shooting, I get why they didn't. Nicholas's people.
Yeah.
Because they want to remain as neutral as possible so that they can still make money off everyone.
Yep.
So I get it, but also Han shot first. So,
well, the Runaradas, they came in ready,
right,
prepared this time to gun up them.
Right. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Nicholas is trying to spawn a gang war in the city.
Right, which is my speculation. I'm curious more about the alchemist Meza?
Liza?
No, Quincy.
Sillard Quates.
Sillard Quates. because of the soul sucking and the now ability to know how to create eternal life elixir.
Yeah, the
And
ability
kind
to-
of his
yeah.
his thing. Yeah, I should write his name down.
I think it's SZILLARD.
Nope, just last name. Nope.
Oh, Quates.
Nope,
Yeah, that's
we're
e-
just-
Quates is easy to spell.
If you haven't caught on, I'm not going to call people by their real name because that requires more effort than my nicknames, which is a little more memorable for me.
Of course.
That's what I got so far.
Yeah.
Still kind of like I don't know. Prediction wise, I'd say the next episode we'll probably see Fatigue Woman and the Woman in Black, Chansey, actually achieve something. I think we'll still skip out on the Czech boy. We might learn a little more about Furo, but they tend to, in these episodes, not do like two people back to back, is what it seems like necessarily, as in like deepening their stories. Like,
Oh yeah, it's not
they
two people
kinda
from
jump
the
around.
same.
Yeah,
from
they
the
kind of
same-
jump
yeah,
around a
yeah.
little bit, so I don't think the next episode we'll see much about Furo. So it's kind of like, because they're trying to incorporate, I'm up to 14 characters.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So, because like even last episode, we didn't see anything from Lasso in particular.
Yeah.
So,
And so something remember Vice President said way back in that first episode, it was just I don't remember his exact words at this point. It feels so long ago now. Just about like the complicatedness of the story, and Carol saying like, well, what is the easiest way to make sense out of this story? Well, like, how about the order in which we learned the information?
yeah, and she said November 1930. They haven't given us months, which is probably okay.
Yeah,
Because I
think that would be.
I bet you in the creation of the show, they tried it and they're like, the year is about as hard as we can go on this one.
Yeah.
So, it feels like the entire story is being played in flashback because of the way the show was introduced. Being played from the vice president and his assistant. Still weirded out by that. Unless she's taken the elixir. Like, don't know anything about her.
Oh, Carol?
Yes.
Okay.
And she said, we report the outcome of things to others. And she had all these books and all these notes.
It is not our job to think.
Right. And on the opening book, there's this dragon serpent cover. And honestly, it reminds me of the symbol from Neverending Story that's on the front cover of the book a little bit, unless I'm misremembering it, where the dragon's eating its own tail. But I know that that's
the Ouroboros.
Thank you. Yeah, I knew it was a popular thing. What does that represent again? I thought it was destruction.
I think it can represent a few things, but I actually don't know.
But that was the book she was opening.
I don't remember the image of it, so interesting eye.
It looks like this.
Yeah. Should snap a picture of it. And I'll put it in, edited it in.
You can screenshot it. Helpful. That's what we got here. Final thoughts? I like the show. Again,
I am enjoying the ride of you enjoying the ride myself.
And I think the way that he and I are tackling this show in particular, ransacking it if I can use that term, to allow me to collect the threads because it's only 13 episodes.
Yeah.
With the way that he and I have decided to try to cut this up, is going to be easier to identify threads because it's just boom, 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 rather than what we did for Code Geass. And I mean, we're all learning. We're learning how we're gonna best display the intake of this, how we're gonna best intake it, and then how we're gonna best display it for you guys. So let us know in the comments below. Do you like what you're seeing? Do you want us to change outfits every episode? Do you think that would be interesting? Because we can try to do that. Again, I'm a man of my word, so I don't like to make promises we can't keep, which is why these are a lot of like probablys and maybes. So like, comment, subscribe. Again, I say it every episode. If you're looking for Code Geass, we're almost there. We're 5 episodes out of 13 episodes with a possible 3 additional. We're gonna play that by ear. So we're halfway through this series. And Code Geass is coming back. Let us know what shows you want to watch below. He's got a list in his head and a cupboard full of animes. If you heard at the beginning of this episode, was kind of thinking about Yu Yu Hakusho. Can't remember the characters, but it'd be fun to watch that again. yeah, we're just playing with stuff. If you like what you see, check out our Patreon, buy us a coffee, and we look forward to chatting with you. Again, we're gonna see if we can find a better way to do camera stuff, to do a chat with you guys, addressing your comments. Again, no promises, but that's something we both desire to do because we like interacting with you. So stay tuned, check it out, and we'll see you next time for episode 6 of Baccano. When we come, Baccano. I told you I'm gonna do that every episode. And what if you walked into a club and you saw this guy? Just going Baccano to a little Michael Jackson-o. This is where he's gonna walk away. Yep. He's gonna dance. I hope you roll credits. This is just your name for every title. Well, I danced.